What is up, y'all? Welcome to the video. This is the second edition of Raw Calisthenics, and today I'll be starting my planche journey. I've been doing calisthenics for almost 2 years now. I've gotten pretty decent at the handstand, at the muscle up, and at the elbow lever, but over the last year or so, I really haven't progressed into doing anything different, and I feel like I've hit a plateau. So going into this next year, I want to focus on my core strength and on my straight arm strength, which are the two building blocks to be able to do the planche in the first place. So I think that's a good step for me to go in the right direction and to try to get to that next level, because I feel like I said, I've been in the same spot really for the last year, and I've gotten better at doing those certain moves, but I haven't really gotten to that next level that I want to be at. This is the Raw Calisthenics series, so this is where I kind of film unedited and just want to show you guys the whole process of what I do for my training and just take you along with me. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'll be using parallettes for a lot of these exercises, and first things first, I want to make sure that I set a baseline to see where I'm at. So I'm going to try to hold a tuck planche and see what it looks like, see how long I can hold it for. I already stretched out my shoulders, my chest, and my triceps, but didn't do enough for my wrists because I can already feel it. But when you're training for the planche, it's going to put a lot of strain on your wrists and on all of your tendons too. So you want to make sure that you're fully good to go before getting into any training you do for it, because it's very taxing on the body. So just got to be ready for it. But yeah, like I said, I want to prioritize core training too. So for the first workout, I'll be doing an L-sit to a tuck planche, seeing how that feels. Trying to be controlled. And yeah, since I haven't really trained for the planche at all, and I've only done a few tuck planches like ever, I'm not really sure how my form looks, so I need to watch back this footage and see. Yeah, it feels good though. Damn. And if you guys have more experience than me doing this, if you want to leave down a comment with like any tips you have about my form or anything of that nature, that would be really appreciated. Damn. It takes a lot out of you, bro. Dying over here. All right, time to hold it for time. Let's see what's good. I'm already dropping. Yeah, I've got a long way to go. Damn. It's just crazy how I feel like I'm lacking in certain fundamental areas that other people have a pretty easy time with, because for me, when I do an L-sit to a handstand, I always go bent arm and I can't even keep my arm straight at all, which is another reason why I want to train this, so I get better straight arm strength, and that can be applied to everything else as well. So I feel like this is really good for me, just to try to get to the next level, but to also have it facilitate other moves that I do. just like dropping immediately. Time to go home. God, bro. This is why I wanted to do the raw series, because I feel like a lot of people that you see on social media only show the highlights. So I'm trying to show you guys everything so that it can humble myself and you can just see that everyone fails. Everyone has a hard time. Everyone starts from somewhere. Bro, it's like my shoulders are already giving out and my triceps just really quick. I've got a long way to go, bro. Yeah, it's really good for your shoulders. All right, I'll do one more, see how it feels, and then move on to the next workout. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy today, just because I'm so new to it. It's my first day like actually training directly for the planche, so it's like I'm not trying to injure myself or do any damage that's unnecessary. I'm trying to just be moderate. But this is day one, so I'm gonna be doing this every single week. And hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be a boss. Probably not full planche by then, but probably a lot of progress. That's the goal. Come on. Come on. And for all the videos that I've watched so far, you want to make sure that your elbows are kind of flexed out like that, which is something new that I need to learn. And if you're doing it on the ground, you want to make sure that your thumbs are pointing straight, which I'll be doing that in a second. But you know, like the overall form and the overall technique is very unique compared to other skills that I've done before. So it's like, I feel like I'm starting from ground zero a little bit. Now we're gonna go for some pseudo planche push-ups, which I've done a few of these in the past, so it's nothing new to me, but my form might not be as good as it could be, so we'll see. Try to get your hands as close to your waist as possible. Damn. Yeah. My shoulders, bro. Damn. I'm being humbled right now. Yeah, that's like straight to the shoulders. That's crazy. I'm not feeling too bad right now, just my wrists are kind of stiff, but it's not anything crazy. And my shoulders are just like fatigued as hell, but it's not bad. Gotta get used to it at some point. Damn, bro. All right. That's so funny. I mean, this is really what I need though. I feel like I've gone too long just being at the same level. Didn't really get complacent, but I got to the point where I was like satisfied-ish with like the skills that I could do, and just trying to get better at those skills as opposed to learning new skills, which isn't a bad way to go, but you should have both. All right, just 2 more parts to this workout. I'll be doing some planche leans and then going into straight arm flies, which is very critical to get this down. So let's get into it. And yeah, if I'm not doing this right, someone let me know. It's just like, feels like I'm gonna fall over. but it's hard to slide my toes on this surface, so I might need to go onto a floor next time. I'm donezo. All right, so for this, I'll just be using a pretty light band just to get used to the whole movement. Just wrapped around this pole right here. Should do the trick.
All right, well, that's wonderful news. Just got to pick up a few more and send it over to you. Make some money this year, you know?
Yeah, I can feel that. Like in my biceps. Holy shit. This is so different than anything else I'm used to. I've been slacking this whole time. And my mid delts too. Holy shit. I'm like baffled right now. Yeah, gotta stretch that out for sure. Feels like I'm learning a foreign language right now, honestly. After all this time, just like not even dabbling into this. I feel like a fool, low-key. Alright, just one more sec, because I'm not trying to kill myself today. It's like you wouldn't think it's this hard, but it is. It's just a light resistance band. Holy shit. Alright, well that about wraps up the video. If you guys liked it, drop a like, drop a comment if there's anything that I can improve about my training. I'm going to be adding a few different things throughout the whole process, but this is just the baseline, just to start. So if you guys have been doing it yourself, I'd appreciate any feedback because I am super new to this, like I've said throughout the whole video. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll be doing this every single week, and it might not be a planche workout every time, but I want to incorporate this raw series a lot more often. So, but I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.